The equation of a line is 3x minus 2y minus 5 equals to 0. So the question has two sections. Section A, find the gradient of the line. So let's start with section A first. So when you are dealing with this topic of equations of a line, of a straight line, equations of a straight line, you should know that the general formula of the equations of a straight line is y equals to mx plus c, and in this situation m is the gradient. So let's write this formula let's write the equation in the form y equals to mx plus c. So y remains on one side, so y, let's take this y to the other side. So it gets to be y, 2y equals to 3x minus 5. And it's 2y, and according to the formula we should have a single y. So y, you can't have 2y or 5y, 6y, it should remain y. So let's divide by 2, everything divided by 2. So then we'll get y equals to 3 over 2x minus 5 over 2. So that is the formula arranged in the form y equals to mx plus c. It's the same formula as this one, it's the same equation as this one. So, and I told you at the beginning that m is the gradient, so this is the m. So 3 over 2 is your gradient. So your answer is equal to 3 over 2. Let's get to section B. The equation of a line passing through the point -4, 6 and perpendicular to the given line. So find the equation of a line passing through the point -4, 6 and perpendicular to the given line, giving your answer in the form y equals to mx plus c, where m and c are constants. So we have been given another line. The equation requires us to get the equation of the other line. So the second line, what's the relationship between the second line and the first line? The relationship is that they are perpendicular to each other. And we do know that when lines are perpendicular to each other, for instance, this is perpendicular lines meet at 90 degrees. So this line, let's call it line, the gradient of this line and the gradient of this line. When we multiply the gradient of this and this, we will get a -1. So g1 times g2 is supposed to give us -1. And in this, let's assume that this lower line is the line that we have been given information on. So this line we have been given information on, the gradient is 3 over 2. So let's assume the gradient of this one is 3 over 2. And the gradient of this one we don't know. But when you multiply this gradient and this gradient, we are supposed to get -1. So let's take 3 over 2 times g2, equaling it to -1. So in this situation, this equation will help us to find the second gradient. So we'll take this, we'll multiply both sides by 2, which will be everything by 2, which will be 3 times 2g2, equaling to 2. So 2 of g2 will equal to 2 divided by 3. And divide this by 2, multiply by a half. g2 will be equal to 2 over 6, which is equal to 1 over 3. So in the second line we have gradient. We have its gradient. So what next? When we have the gradient, the question continues. Let's read it again. Find the equation of a line through the point -4, 6 and perpendicular to the given line, giving the answer in the form. So we have these points. We have these points of the line of -4. At some point on the line, we will read -4, 6. So we should know that we should now ask ourselves this question. This is the second gradient. But how do you arrive to this gradient? when you want to arrive to a gradient, the formula of getting the gradient is change in y. Gradient is equal to change in y divided by change in x. We have our y, which is 6. So the y and x is negative 4, y is 6. So y, we don't know the second y minus this y, 6. X minus 4, minus negative 4, which will be positive 4, which is supposed to give us the gradient in 1 over 3. Let's eliminate this x plus 4, x plus 4, x plus 4. This cancels with this. Now let's open this bracket. Y minus 6 equals to 1 over 3x plus 4 over 3. Let's go to the next part. Y, so we have the equation already. We have the equation. We have used the thought that the gradient is change in y over change in x to make up an equation. So the equation is here. We already have the equation, but we have been instructed that we should write it in the form y equals to mx plus c. So let's get to this point. Y should remain on one side, so let's take everything to the other side. Y equals to 1 over 3x plus 4 over 3. Negative 6 crosses to become positive 6. So we're supposed to add the two of these. 4 over 3 plus 6, which is the same as 4 over 3 plus 18 over 3. 6 is the same as 18 over 3, which will sum up to be 22 over 3. So this y is equal to a third x plus 22 over 3, and that will be our answer.